All right, jumping straight back in. So we were discussing the Chiishi. We talked a little bit about what it is and why it's good. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about how to actually use it. So I'm going to give you a quick crash course on the anatomy and biomechanics involved. So having a quick look at the wrist. The wrist is going to be a very important aspect of using this tool. So there's 6 major wrist movements that you need to be aware of. So if we tuck the elbow into our side, and we point the thumb up, pinky down. So we have here this up and down motion of the wrist, right? So here we're moving towards the ulna or radial deviation. So we're going down, so towards the pinky. And then we've got the thumb towards the radius. We've got up and down, all right? So this is an important motion. We've also got flexing in, which, a lot of guys will do these kind of curls. So we've got this flex in and extend back. Okay, so we're recapping, up, down, in and back, so flex forward, extend back. Then we've got internal and external rotation. So looking at the internal and external rotation, this takes place far more in the elbow than it does in the wrist itself. So if you look at the anatomy here, we've got 2 bones that run and connect from the elbow joint. So we've got the humerus here, elbow joint, and the 2 bones here, the radius and the ulna. They actually connect onto the elbow joint here. So when we internally rotate to the inside, rotate the thumb in, you'll notice that this bone actually, the radius, actually becomes torqued and crosses over the ulna. Whereas if I rotate back to place the palm facing up, the bones are now in a parallel position. Okay, so that is important because that's going to play a major role in the muscle activation and the tissue positioning. So a lot of people get very tight in here. They lack this motion here, they lack motion there, they especially lack motion going back, and this internal external rotation, they get really tight. So using a tool like a Chiishi, a swinging tool, helps loosen that all up again, which is really good. Okay, so we discussed the movements here of the wrist. So we've got up, down, flexing in, extending back, internal and external rotation, and then we have circumduction, which is kind of just a combination where we're going around one way internally and around the other way externally. So if you've got those basic movements down, using those in sequence with the shoulder and the rest of your body, you can do amazing things because all movement possibility just becomes combinations of these different movements in different sequences. All right, so having a look, I'm going to pick up the tool quickly. So here we've got the Chiishi, and the Chiishi or strength stone is most commonly used in Okinawan style karate for a strength and conditioning tool. It's a supplementary tool. They have normally 5 or 6 movements from my experience that they use in training. So to demonstrate quickly, I'm just going to give a basic crash course of this. They do an internal rotation catch, so up and catch. And obviously you can play with your catch position. Normally they do it as a very centered catch. Okay, so we had internal towards the medial line. We've got a lateral one. Ooh, sorry, not very good control. Lateral catch. You can do this as going out to the side and bringing it back over. We've got a vertical lift and catch. So lifting up, catch. You can do it with a raise as well, which is not commonly done, but you can. I quite like it. So vertical catch. We have a swing forward and catch. So you can allow the Chiishi to go between your legs. This one I recommend keeping the other hand up, just in case you give it too much momentum. You don't want to smack yourself in the face with this tool. Okay, so swing forward, catch. You can obviously add in a squat element to this as well. Horse stance training, leg training as well. So a quick recap. So internal catch, lateral catch, lift catch, swing catch. Okay, you can also go out to the back. This particular movement here is really good for opening up the chest, opening up the shoulder. Obviously you want to be very careful here. You don't want to, if you have a weak rotator cuff and not very good stabilizers, you could run the risk of injuring your shoulder. So everything needs to be done carefully to your current level of ability, and then slowly progress to improve from there. Okay, so you've got a position here where you can take it back. You can do tricep extensions. This helps with thoracic extension, opens up very nicely here, and then you can pull the Chiishi over from the back. So those were the basic ones. From there, I'm just checking the video time. I'm going to end this one off there. See, the video is running a little bit long already. I'm going to do another video which will demonstrate some other movement possibilities with the chiishi that I really, really like. You can, once you learn the basics, you can kind of start to freestyle with it and really have fun. Swing it in different ways, move in different ways, engage flow, engage your movements, make it very dynamic, very functional. Okay, I end off there. Cheers, guys.